Prepare yourself to dive into the unknown. What you are about to see challenges everything we imagine about the supernatural. Stay alert, because these images are going to mess with your mind. Hey everyone, before we start, I am already counting on your like, your comment, and make sure to watch this video until the end. Let's begin. Several cities reported that night turned into day for a few seconds, and security cameras recorded the moment. Pay attention. But what happened in this footage? We can see surveillance cameras in different places, but night seems to become day. It looks like something passed through the sky, a very strong light that turned night into day. This case is a mystery that remains unexplained. What happened that night? What passed through the sky? The next case shows a woman who was returning home late from work. She parked her car in the yard and something caught her attention. She saw a figure inside her house. She quickly grabbed her phone and recorded this. Do you see it? There was someone inside her house. According to her, no one should have been there. The house was locked. Zooming in, we can see a pale white figure that seemed to have no face. For the homeowner, the only explanation was something paranormal, since when she approached, the house was still locked and everything was in place. And the strangest thing, no one was inside the house. So who or what was it? In the footage, a face appears in the corner of the wall, a sinister face that seemed to be looking at her. But when she went to that spot, there was nothing. It had disappeared.
¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Están trabajando, chicos? ¿Hay alguien ahí? Chicos. Chuy. Chuy. ¿Hay alguien ahí? Creo que me espantaron.
What happened here? Was it a staged video made to attract attention? Or is that tunnel truly haunted by some supernatural presence?
¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Están trabajando, chicos? ¿Hay alguien ahí? Chicos.
Hello? Hello?
Look at this, recorded by the train tracks in Argentina. Many believe it to be the real apparition of a ghost. Pay attention. There should not be anyone there. And the scariest part of this story is that they say a person once had an accident at that exact spot, was run over by the train, and did not survive. Many believe it is the spirit of that person who died and now haunts that place. As I said, I do not have much information about this video. It was shared on social media, and they say it was recorded in Argentina. Was it a real ghost apparition? What was that thing that appeared by the tracks? It is a very sinister and eerie recording, and as we can see, the video seems real, not edited. Now the final word is yours. What do you think? Comment below. A home surveillance camera recorded a car parked in a garage. It was late at night when something very strange appeared. A face in the car, but the car was locked. No one should have been inside. Pay attention.
Na filmagem, aparece rosto.
Do you see it? A face appears in the footage, and the camera detects strange movement. Soon after, that face disappears from the window. This happens right after some smoke passes in the recording. What happened here? Paranormal evidence? Just an optical illusion? You decide. Something is happening to her hair. She notices it but fails to notice what is really happening in the room behind her. A dark figure was caught walking by. The resolution was too low for us to get a better look. Pay close attention. This evidence happened in Paraguay. A person driving along a road noticed something very strange. A figure, a young girl standing in front of a church late at night. Finding it strange, they grabbed their phone and started filming. Pay attention. A girl was alone in front of a church in the early hours of the morning. This terrified them. What was she doing there alone at that hour? Was it a ghost? What was it? The following video was recorded in June 2025 when two women who work at a circus saw something very strange at night, something walking around the circus. They believe it was an apparition of La Llorona. Pay attention. But what was that? Zoom in. We can see a white silhouette in the bushes. They're convinced it is La Llorona, since the video was recorded in Mexico and La Llorona is well known there. But was this a real apparition of La Llorona? What was that walking around the circus?
Holy Spirit, drive it out! Leave this child of darkness! Holy Spirit, drive it out! Leave this child of darkness!
The next case was recorded by a woman in France. She was at work and looked out the window and saw something very strange in the sky. She quickly grabbed her phone and recorded this. Look closely. Thanks to the image quality, zooming in lets us see more detail of that figure in the sky among the clouds. A very strange figure. Some say they see a silhouette of a person wearing a dark cloak. Others say it is just a drone. And you? What do you think it is? Some say it is an apparition of a UFO. What is your opinion? Comment below.
Let me in, dear.
They believe it was an apparition of La Llorona. Pay attention. But what was that? Zoom in. We can see a white silhouette in the bushes. They're convinced it is La Llorona, since the video was recorded in Mexico and La Llorona is well known there. But was this a real apparition of La Llorona? What was that walking around the circus? They believe it was an apparition of La Llorona. Pay attention. But what was that? Zoom in. We can see a white silhouette in the bushes. They're convinced it is La Llorona, since the video was recorded in Mexico and La Llorona is well known there. But was this a real apparition of La Llorona? What was that walking around the circus?